Alright, we should actually be live now.
The T-Set Healthy Youth Initiative is making a difference.
I have a smudge on my face.
Uh-oh.
Really had a hair on my mouth.
Checkity check check. Check 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 check. There it is. Okay. All right. I think we should be online now. I don't know. Kind of weird. Yeah, I guess I'll get another router. There's no reason. I guess I'll start with
Alright, well I can't get this, so I guess we're not going to have an overhead today.
Well, it won't change the orientation. That weird?
It's super weird.
Yeah.
And I turned it off and turned it back on.
Right. Well, so did I. Yeah. So.
Oh, we need to do it 3 times. That's the problem.
Right. It has to be done 3 times. You can't just turn it on and off 1 time. You got to turn.
Can't do it twice. You got to do it 3.
It's got to be 3 times. It's got to be 3 times. 3 times is the charm. You want to try a little bit of mine?
I already had a snitch in a little piece. Well, I'll take another piece.
Okay. Split it with you.
Ooh, big time.
We'll sit here and eat.
Oh, no, I don't like that. That's the crunchy stuff.
Boy, I tell you what. Lord. So our overhead camera is not working today for some strange reason. And then, of course, yeah, I guess we're going to replace that router. I don't know what else.
The router can't hang.
I don't know. I had to do it twice today, so.
And I have to wear my braces today. Dang you, I can't.
Hey, everybody. So sorry for us being late. I wish I had my glasses. I bet they're next door. Oh, well.
I thought I saw them. It was probably yesterday.
May the force be with you.
And also with you.
I need something to drink. So, check this out. We're going to have, we'll see how lopsided it is. We're going to have, you need a water, baby?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
We got our eggheads.
Uh-huh.
You'll have to open this. I have no strength.
I swapped out, I was going to use 3 eggheads and then I thought I'd swap one out just to make it a little bit easier for me to identify them.
985.
Yeah. So, one of them is the leader. So we have a leader and 2 sidekicks. So it's, what's that called? Company of Heroes? No, it's not Company of Heroes. Companions? No, it's not companions. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I can't think today. My brain is a muddle. The other thing I didn't get done is I don't have dice out here.
We don't have a counter out here.
We don't have a counter out here. I think this is a 6
We
turn.
are unprepared.
I know.
Today.
But it's absolutely scrambling around trying to figure out how to get online.
That's what happens when we're on the solo. At least it was a solo.
Yeah. At least we didn't have somebody else. So this is going to be the Great Gonga scenario.
Ooh.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This is
Glad you all could join us today.
Great in our disheveled state.
Hey, I at least am attired and non-disheveled.
You're what?
My attire is not disheveled.
Oh. Well,
Put in a little bit of effort.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
See?
I mean, I don't want to brag, but these are all clean clothes.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, so.
Well, I guess if you're going to start pointing
I'm
fingers.
just saying.
Pointing fingers! There's fingers being pointed.
Never been worn. Freshly out of laundered.
Oh, well.
Like some people.
Let's see. What else do I need?
Is our chat working?
I don't know. Have you tried typing anything in?
I did that, but no one's chatted back.
Did you add it to the chat?
What do you mean did I add it?
Did you? Oh, down
That's
here's
all.
where
Yeah.
you type. What's all that?
Well, it's
Chat
when you-
disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Unable to connect. So that went up, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It may have been disconnected while it was trying to. It's weird. It kept trying to play even while the YouTube
We will play.
was disconnected. So we have a fun little scenario here. If I can remember how to play it. Somewhere there's a book for it. Sorry. It's been one of those days where nothing seems to be coming together, and
No
Dad
worries.
just trying to get by as best I can from one moment to the next.
This is called the half-ass, and we're pretty proud of it.
The full ass. This is we've moved beyond the half ass, and we're in
3/4.
We're in 3/4 assdom.
Okay.
So
Great
Blood
Gonga.
Sacrifice
Blood
is the name of this
Sacrifice.
now. See if you can figure out where the deployment zones are.
Okay.
This is a solo game. We're going to be using the solo deck. So sorry for all the discoordination here. We had significant technical issues this morning. And we still have not quite recovered.
Each player chooses a table edge and then deploys their league within 3 inches of their own side.
Okay.
No character may be deployed within 6 inches of a plot point or an enemy.
That makes sense. Okay. And it is a 6-turn scenario. And we are going to have Great Gonga showing up.
Yay, Great Gonga!
I wonder if I can pull this down without it exploding. Well,
Exploding.
almost.
Whew.
So, we'll have...
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Red eyes.
Ooh.
Red eyes. We'll have Great Gonga showing up as well today. And we will be using the new Great Gonga card for our Great Gonga when it shows up. The main mission is to secure the Uplink terminal, which is here in the middle of the board. So I guess I better set up first. So, oh, that's not the right deck even. We got that over there. We don't want that.
Oh, we don't. We need solo.
We need solo.
Because we're playing it solo.
Dear darling of mine, will you shuffle these up for me?
I can do my best attempt.
Oh, never mind. I forgot that you...
I did this for us, okay?
Whatever. Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever?
Whatever excuse you want to not help out a little bit once in a while.
I can leave if I'm in your way. Far be it from me. I mean, I don't want to... I know where I'm not wanted. I don't impose.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm getting the vibe. No, I like it that way.
No, I don't.
Okay, then you're drawing all the cards.
Okay.
It's wrong.
All right. All right.
Because you flip it weird.
That's what I've been told.
So,
as the two sides, we have our battlesuit side, which I think I'm going to claim is my side for today.
Oh.
When you play solo, you have your league that you really are making all of your decisions for and playing them pretty much as normal. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put my 3 battle suits out here, stomping forward towards the objectives. Got 6 inches there. So those are my 3 battle suits.
What are your objectives? What are they?
Well, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and then the terminal uplink will be in the middle.
Okay.
I don't know that I actually want to put the other side all the way against
Another.
on the other side. I think I might put them cattywampus here.
Otherwise known as a catty corner.
I'm gonna put them over on this side.
That's a big old league.
Yes, look at the size of this league.
Are those gangs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I have these 3 warbots here.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if they can actually see anything I'm doing. So I'm gonna have my 3 warbots there.
Better.
I'm gonna put a one of these armed gangs right behind him. I'm gonna show you the characters here in just a moment, so you get a chuckle out of who I've picked out for my stuff. I have Chico here. Oh no, Chino. I got Coronel Halcone. That's my commander. I got little Tom here, and then I have another gang way over here, bringing up on my my right over here. All right, so that's going to be the start of the scenario. So I'm not going to play the opposing league purely as non-player characters because I want them to, you know, make a lot of good decisions. I think as you go through this, you know, you have to decide: are you just going to play your opposing side as NPCs? In which case, they're really there to just be as aggressive as possible and to cause as much damage as possible. And they typically don't go after plot points and things like that. They're really there to be spoilers, and it's an easy way to play them. But I think it's for this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and play them a little more free form, which means that I'll make more decisions for them. But I want them to be able to go after plot points and things like that. And there's the major objective there in the middle. Okay. So looky here. Look who I picked out for my my league of stuff. So my 3 warbots are going to be represented by these soldier cards out of the new South of the Border set. So those are my warbots. My armed gangs, I have 2 gangs, and they are armed gangs, or in this case, armed regulares. So I have my regulars here, 2 of those gangs. I have Colonel Halcone. Coronel Halcone is this model here, baldy with a pistol. I have Chino, this little level 1 character here, and that is represented by Chino, little character card for him there. And then I have little Tom. This is little Tom here, and he's represented by the card called Little Tom. So there you have all of the characters using the character cards out of the new South of the Border set. For the battle suits, it was a little more complicated, and I had to actually, you know, create a set for them. I found that to be more easier than to go through and look for something. They are mounted. So they are mounted characters. So just like if they were on horses or motorcycles or something like that, we're using the mounted rules. In this case, they are one-man mounts. We're basically just using the ray skimmers for their mounts, but of course they're actually mounted in battle suits. They have the rider's perks. That's what puts all of them in mounts. They have the level 3 characters are armored and marksman. The level 4 character is indomitable, armored, and marksman. So this is Sci-Fi. One of the things I really love about playing Pulp Alley is the fact that I can switch from one genre to the next so easily, and it actually feels like the genre because it was designed that way intentionally. We're also using the adventure cards today for the plot points, so we're not going to use the set adventure scenario cards that were part of that scenario, just because I felt like these would be more appropriate for the scenario. So we're going to get started off here. This is a solo scenario, so that means the first thing I have to decide at the beginning of a turn is which side I want to activate first. You should almost always choose the side that is going to be the most difficult for you. So you have to take a somewhat objective, stance there and say, do I really want my guys to go first, or would it hurt me if the other side went first? And the rule is called, in the solo rule, is called your own worst enemy. Sometimes when you're not playing your side specifically, you need to think about what, the other side is capable of. And once in a while I have folks, go, I don't want to have to think about what the other side is doing. And if you're not doing that, you're not really playing a tabletop game. If you're not, right? You do that in chess, you do that in so many different games, and you should be able to do that like in a tabletop game. If you're not thinking about what the opponent is going to do,
it's probably going to go very bad.
Yeah. It's like, well, I don't want to try and outthink myself. Well, you're not trying to outthink yourself. You're just thinking about what the opponent is going to do. Most of the time, it's pretty darn obvious. For this setup,
gonna let them go?
I think I'm going to let them go first.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go ahead and let them go first. And I don't see any reason not to just come out with guns a-blazing. So let's just,
cards.
yeah. So let me think about who I want to activate first on their side here.
Warbot.
The Warbots, huh? Yeah, I think so. Okay. We're going to start with Bobby here on the end.
And his is...
The Calm. So no characters can run, rush, or attack, or shoot. Okay. So part of the story that, I play these stories in my head when I'm putting together these scenarios, and frequently I don't really go into them. But anyway, this is a bit of a sandstorm was going on here. They lost contact with this remote uplink over here. So the two sides are basically rushing in there to get, download the data from that uplink. And that's what they're doing. But in the meantime, as they're coming in here, the storm is just now abating, and they're still feeling the aftermath of that electrical and sandstorm. So on turn one, they're not going to be able to shoot. They're not going to be able to run. So that makes it pretty darn easy. We're going to move 6 inches. I don't want to be out in the open at this point. Now I'm gonna start heading for cover.
I'm gonna put that here so we don't forget.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be out in the open. So he's gonna that wasn't the guy I activated. Nope. It was this guy. He's gonna shimmy over here towards the cover.
Okay.
And he can't shoot, and he can't move over 6 inches, so his activation is done. I'm gonna do Jimmy, the next guy.
His solo card is no shot. This character cannot roll any shoot dice.
Okay. He'll shimmy as well.
It is an attached card. Do you want to attach it?
Sure. And then my next fella will activate.
And it is on guard. Roll the challenge below.
Okay.
Roll 2 successes with might, finesse, or cunning.
Can't.
This character cannot move during this activation.
Okay. So he is caught up in the storm there and won't be able to move at all. So he will just remain in place. He cannot shoot either because of the sandstorm blazing away. And now I can move to my other characters. I think I'm going to put some pressure on them with a gang. I'm going to push them down here and let them take the brunt of whatever the baddies are going to, the battle suits are going to do. So I've activated all the characters that are capable of doing, that will get cards. I actually want he's going to move up. Little Tom is going to move up over this way. Okay. Chino will stay up there with him. And this gang is going to move up down into this gully here, this dry gulch, and take up a position down there.
Okay.
And that'll be their 6-inch move. So they've all done.
They're all done.
And now on this side, remember you do not draw a solo card for each side. You only draw for the first 3 characters that activate, not 3 characters on each side. So the first 3 characters that activate. And that's why it's important to decide who goes first as well, because it's only going to be that side that's going to pick up cards.
For good or bad.
For good or bad. That's exactly right. Mini cards are good. Mini cards are bad. We're going to go ahead and put this fellow over here towards the plot point. Let's see, that's 8 is heading over there. Rodriguez is just going to head towards the major plot point. Okay. She knows what she's going after, so she's going over that way, and 9 is going to back her up. Let's see, going to move 6 inches straight forward. And that's going to end turn 1. So as we end turn 1, our 3 battle suits, we have Rodriguez and 9 are moving off towards the uplink system. We have 8 over here putting some pressure on the opposing forces, and there are the opposing forces all scattered out. So the column was very interesting to come into play right there. Mm-hmm. It kind of kept that first turn very limited in scope of what we could do. That ends first turn. We didn't have any fighting. We don't have any recovery checks. And now we're going to start turn 2. So again, I have to look at this and say, as a player, would I want to go first?
You would.
You think I would?
Well,
because I might go for that plot point, maybe?
Yeah. Which means you should...
I should let them go first. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let my opposing side go first.
Okay, who are you activating?
We're going to start rolling for Great Gonga on turn 4.
Okay, all right.
On turn 4 is when we'll start rolling to see if the Great Gonga shows up. Rawr. I think I'm going to go with Bobby again. I think I'm going to go with Bobby over here.
Okay.
Bobby activates.
Card is
hesitation. Character cannot perform any actions,
cannot
cannot run. Okay, well that's okay, because all he's going to do is he's going to sidestep the front arc, or the directly in front. These are race, remember the battle suits are represented in this game by the race skimmers, so you don't want to be directly in front of them. Mm-hmm. And when we say directly in front, that's exactly what we mean. We don't mean the front arc, we mean directly in front. So he's going to shimmy off to the side a little bit, and he's going to throw some firepower down at that battle suit. The battle suit, my warbot is within short range. He'll be rolling 3 dice normally. That's going to put him up to 4 dice 6. Now, for the battle suit, what do I want to do here? Do I want to go defensive mode, try and block these shots, or am I simply going to fire back? And you know what? In this situation, I think we're going to go ahead and try and get some damage in.
I think that's a good
so the warbot has normally 4 die 8. He's also in short range. That's going to get him up to 5d8. So here is the shooting text. Here is for the active character. Warbot fires, gets 2 5s and a 6. Gonna make that battle suit regret going for damage here. 5 successes, boys and girls. The warbot. Now, because I'm actually playing these guys as a league.
Mm-hmm. And not NPCs.
And not just NPCs. I could choose to block because I am the active character. So I have to think again, what would we really want to do here?
You can block 2. You'd still take 3. Though.
I'd still take 3.
Yeah.
You know what? In that sort of situation, I'm just going to say take them all and let the dice sort it out. Because if I can get some damage through on that battle suit, that's going to be awesome. Yep. So I'm going to give the battle suit 3 hits.
He gets to roll 4, right?
Yep, yep. And my little buddy is going to take 5 hits. We're going to let Buddy roll. Bobby? What's wrong, baby?
He's not armored.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, he's down. And battle suit? Battle suit passes with 3 successes. So Buddy is blown down. He can get back up, though. Don't worry. His damage control systems are coming online, trying to repair the damage right now. All right. So we're going to try to remember that he's been in a fight, and we're going to throw a lot of damage his way and see if we can take him out. I think I'm going to keep pushing forward with the bots.
Okay, he gets a card.
Yeah, oh yes. Okay.
This character.
Okay, and that's an attach.
You can go an extra 3.
Yeah, if I run.
If you run.
I'm not gonna. So he's gonna move down this away.
Not right in front.
No, I don't want to be directly in front because
he gets extra.
Yeah.
Boost,
The battle suit gets an extra dice if he's pointing directly at the enemy. Extra shoot dice. So he's gonna shimmy off to the side and fire at him from over here. Same thing. We got 4-6 coming at him. Battle suit. Are you gonna press your luck and go shoot back with 4-8? Whoo! Sure, we'll do it. We're gonna go with 4-8 versus 4-6, and here is the roll. A 6.
Ooh,
okay. 2 7s and a 5. If I blocked, that means I'd only take 2. That's still not good chances. That's only a 25% chance of passing. I think.
Or, I mean, 3s.
3's pretty bad. 12.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and mitigate. I'm going to go ahead and take out one of those hits. Okay. And I'll have to roll a 2 dice. And the reason is because the battle suit is armored and it counts as being in cover. That's right, because it's mounted. Remember that? Because it's mounted, it always counts as being in cover. So my chances of getting one hit through and causing damage, I don't like that odds. So I'm going to just try for a health check here and see if I can keep my warbot in play. And I do not, and he goes down too. That's okay. Damage control is coming online to fix that up. He'll be right back.
You keep saying that. I think somebody over there is just making the beeping sound. Take a card.
Warbot 3.
Watch your head. Use pair below.
Damn
1
it.
with finesse or cunning.
1 with finesse or cunning. He only has 1 dice in both of those.
Really? Ooh.
These are level 2 characters. You keep acting like they should have something.
I guess because they're warbots, I thought they would be like.
They're just soldiers. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Boom. And he passes.
You made them sound so cool with warbots.
I know. They have a cool name. They have a cool name. Therefore, they have to be awesome.
They probably
if I called them,
that's why they're bad.
If I call them battle droids, would that make it sound even more awesome or less awesome?
Less awesome.
So he's gonna move up to here. I'm gonna make sure that I'm clearly not in his directly forward, which would be like something like this. I don't want to be right there. So I'm going to shimmy off to the side a little bit and do the exact same thing. So 4-6
versus 3.
If I shoot.
If you shoot.
If I shoot. I have 3-8 in dodge.
Which means you can
do I shift down to dodging here, or do I keep playing it fast and loose?
Oh no! I feel like you're getting a little bit.
I know. I 3-8.
I'd say dodge it.
We're gonna try dodging this one. This will be my last chance to shoot. I won't shoot anymore after this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my 3 dice of shooting.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna play it fast and loose here. A6.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So here's my shootin'. Double 7s. Couldn't block it even if I wanted to. Warbot takes 2. Battlesuit 8 takes 1. Warbot down. Man, battle suits are clearing the table.
Battlesuit
has to roll. Gets an extra dice because he's armored and passes. Now remember, with a single hit, even if he'd have failed, he would have got a reroll because he also counts as
being
mounted. Yeah. Whoo! That's some shooting, Tex. Give me a 4, babe. Wow.
It's going good.
Wow. Okay.
You still like Chino. I don't know why you're worried.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our
do your gang.
Yeah, we're gonna do our game. We're not gonna shoot from there. However, we're not gonna sit there in front of this thing and let it gun us down. We're gonna go around on the flanks, right? They know to do that. They faced these battle suits before. They know that they don't want to be standing in front of it when it opens fire.
Slowly they turn.
Something like that. All right, so they're over here.
Okay. What are they rolling?
Well, they would normally, remember on a gang, they'd normally roll dice equal to the number of models divided by 2. So they'd normally get 3 dice. You round up if it's an odd number. So they'd normally get 3 dice. They're also going to get an extra dice because of the short range, though. So they're going to have 4 dice, 6 to throw at him. He's down to either shooting with 2 dice or dodging with 3. And at this point, we are going to turn on the defensive systems here. And we're going to try to dodge some of this. A6.
Alright, we can dodge that.
Dodged it. And I'll take my 1 inch and I'm going to scooch off in this direction here.
Okay.
Alright.
Now you got Chino,
Oh boy.
Little Tom.
Well, Chino feels like he's got a safe bet now. So Chino's coming in for action. Chino is not afraid. He moves up and he's going to open fire. Chino normally gets 2 dice 6 to shoot. That'll get him up to 3 dice now. We've got that battle suit on the run. I think we've... So at this point, you could tell like his offensive capabilities. That's something that's very natural and easy and unique almost in some ways to Pulp Alley, how quick and easy that is to resolve. At this point, that battle suit has been effectively suppressed. And that means, and you can almost think of that multiple fights penalty as a suppression sort of rule, because as the more damage that's been thrown at that battle suit, its offensive capabilities have dropped. So it's really down to rolling 1 die 8 if it chose to shoot at Chino, or gosh, Chino's going to get to roll 3 die 6. What if I might just shoot at Chino, just out of spite, just try and shoot the dang thing down.
Oh. Yes, I'm against Chino.
All right, I'll dodge. I'll use my dodge. Here comes Chino's 3 die 6. Nothing. Damn it. Should have shot. Should have shot.
I just shot him.
I was so afraid of Chino. All right, Little Tom.
Little Tom.
Little Tom's gonna come in. Do I have a card attached somewhere? I do.
You did have a hesitation.
Good. Little Tom is going to come up. What?
No.
What is it?
Oh.
Okay. Little Tom's going to move up, and he's going to drop a... Little Tom has 4 die 8 in shooting.
Whoa.
Or I could drop a burst.
Shoot him down.
Yeah, you're right. In this situation, now if the battle suit still had its full offensive capabilities online, I probably would choose to throw a burst instead of shooting. But in this situation, that I know that he's suppressed,
Can't do nothing.
Can't really shoot back at this point. Little Tom is going to have 4 die 8 coming at him.
Dodging with 3
and
die 8.
9 will be dodging with 3 die 8. So this is our best chance to actually get some damage through right now. So 4 die 8 against the battle suit. And 2 4s and a 6. See if you can dodge that battle suit. Damage getting through finally.
No.
Dodges a 6 and a 5, and that means 1 hit gets through. The battle suit will have to roll a 1 dice.
But
gets 2 dice to do it with. Oh, battle suit is failed! But it is
cover! What I got?
Cover! It is in cover. So it's going to get to reroll 1 of those.
Where are these battle suits from again?
And failed that as well, boys and girls. The battlesuit is damaged. These are 1/35th scale Ma.K or SF3D. Krieger. It's a old Japanese set. I remember collecting the 1/20th version of these back when, I was in high school and stuff. So they've been around for a long time. These are 1/35th scale toys. I don't remember exactly who makes them. A bunch of different companies make them. They can be incredibly high priced though, so you have to kind of be careful of that and look around and try to find some that are reasonably priced, because the Ma.K or the Krieger is all kind of crazy prices on it. But this was a box set of 5 that were pre-painted, and I didn't actually even do anything to them. This is exactly the way they came in the box. So yeah, that's pretty lazy of me, but sometimes good enough is good enough. Damage on the battle suit.
And you still have 2 more.
Still have 2 more groups to go.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to decide what the leader's going to do up there, because the leader, Colonel Halcone.
Well, that's a baldy with a pistol.
Uh-huh. So do I go for a plot point, or do I try and
do
get
you need
this...
a plot point to go for the major?
You don't. You don't. But it sure would be nice to put this sucker down.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If it's not a mandatory to get one of the minors, maybe you'd go for...
I go towards it. I could go towards it.
And then take a shot?
And take a shot. Colonel Halcone is not a great shooter, but fairly
he's
decent.
down to nothing. He's just dodging, so...
I know.
Might be
But
worse.
if I leave myself out in the open...
Oh, that's true.
I got these two fellows that haven't activated
Technically,
yet.
the hurt guy hasn't gone either.
I know. What's he going to do? Well, we know he's not shooting at anything. He's not going to be fighting anything.
I don't know if he can do any plot points or not with the numbers.
He could. You're right. Leader and that gang back there. If I could get that gang up close enough to get into short range, which I'm not. Don't think they're going to get to short range. Well, let's just try it. We'll try the gang first.
Okay.
We'll try and throw some damage from the gang. So 6 from him. I think I can get into short range. 6 from... She'll get up here.
Battle bot as their cover.
Taking cover behind the...
carcass.
The battle droid there. Alright, so they're going to move up. And we're going to call it short range.
Okay.
So they'll have 4 die 8.
3 die 6.
Yeah, 3 die 6 to try and dodge now, and don't even have the option. So we could lose a battle. We could lose a battle suit right here. All right. A6. Well, giving them the best chance. Oh.
Hurt.
Okay, 3 die 6 to dodge. Nope. No. 2 dice to health check. No. And cover save. And that's, oh my gosh, that is bad, boys and girls. A 1 on a cover save.
You don't sound like it's bad.
What?
You don't sound like it's bad. You sound a little enthusiastic. That's your team.
Okay. So a 1 on a...
No matter what happens.
What?
Huh?
What were you saying?
I said you like to play the baddies no matter which way it starts. What are you looking for?
A figure. A figure for that character.
Oh.
So...
It'd be really funny if it was like another Chino.
Another Chino?
Yeah, like a very tiny thing.
I guess we could do...
Does the suits wander?
The suits do not wander. A ray skimmer does not wander.
That's right. That would be very funny, though.
Yep.
He gets ejected and then it wanders.
It starts wandering off in a different direction.
By itself. Alright, it doesn't matter. Just pick something.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Well, we're just sitting here with our teeth in our mouth.
We'll talk to people. Talk to them about Pulpalooza or something.
Hey, look, there's Pulpalooza in October. Half day on the 16th, full day on the 17th and 18th in Albuquerque, New Mexico at Slice and Dice on Wyoming Avenue. Boulevard. Maybe Boulevard. See, you did it. Okay, bro.
Well, I wasn't prepared for this.
What do you think you were
It's like,
prepared? You were gunning them down like your life depended on it.
You can't just put anything out there. It's got to be something cool.
Apparently.
What? All right. Here's the
All
pilot.
right, let's see.
Here's the pilot.
All right. I want to see a good
So, when you roll a 1 on a cover save on a mount, it means that the mount is destroyed. So that means the battle suit itself is removed, but the character is still there. And here is our character.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, but he's down as well.
Yeah.
So you're right. There was absolutely no reason to do that, because if he fails his recovery check, that he's not actually out there at all. So we'll just leave the battle suit down. Okay, so that means Colonel Halcone now has a free run at it.
Yeah.
So that
Goldie with the pistol gonna.
That battle suit took the entire side to take down.
Yeah, that was.
But it is in fact down. You know, when you consider that is a 3-person, league there.
That's big.
That's one of the models going down is pretty significant. Colonel Halcone is just going to take off running, and I think what she's going to do is just move into contact with the plot point and try and hold it off. Try and stop. Well, they're not in range of doing anything with it yet. Let's not do that. Let's get into cover somewhere and shoot.
Hustling? Oh, okay, I see.
Do like a 6-inch move over here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I want to trade shots with that battle suit, though.
I don't think I would, since they haven't done anything.
This is Colonel Halcone, though. She's
Yeah,
that puts her within range to get the plot point next turn if she has to. Well, what else is she gonna do if she just sits there?
What's she gonna try to get the plot point?
That plot point?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that instead. All right, instead of trading shots with that thing, I want to be close enough to get that. I can't be close enough. I can't do that plot point and be close enough to do that one next turn. So I got to keep moving forward. I don't want to give up the major plot point.
Okay.
So from there, she'll trade shots. She'll trade shots with this battle suit out here, right? She gets 3 die 10.
What do they get? With the leader?
That is the leader. He has 4 die 10. So that's not a terrible. That's not terrible odds. You could do that.
Is she right in front or no?
What are you asking me?
Is she right in front, or is that only during?
She's not directly in front of it. No. She's pretty darn close, though. I don't think she.
Darn close.
Yeah.
If you tilt your head this way, it looks like.
Yeah, you're right. It's too close to say. I'm gonna scooch her over just a little bit, just to make sure that she's directly. That we could say that she's clearly not in.
Is she not in cover then?
No, she still has cover.
Okay.
She still has cover there. All right.
All right.
Don't want to give him an extra dice. So 4 die 10 versus 3 die 10.
Yep.
She's got control of the blocking, so she could go with it. 5 and a 7. Okay. And Rodriguez. Oh. Okay.
9, 8,
9, 8, and a 4. Okay. Well.
Well, you can block the 4 if you wanted to. Or you can take them all. You're in cover. What's the worst that can happen?
I'm gonna block the 4. I'm gonna have her block the 4. So, Coronel Halcone will take 2, and Battlesuit will take 1.
But get to roll 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Here is for Colonel Halcone.
Cover.
Took 2. Cover save.
No.
Oh, cover is not saving today.
Ooh.
Cover is not saving today.
That's why you don't shoot at the battlesuit.
We don't know that yet. So Battlesuit takes 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, failed with both. Gets to reroll because it's armored. I'm sorry, mounted. And cover does save. All right. Wow.
Your
That would have
turn.
been cool. Okay.
Just
So that means all of the regulares, the federales have activated.
Mhm.
And that means now we're going to switch over to the what's left of the
You didn't have to say it like that.
the battle suits. Well, they're getting like hammered out here.
You're...
Hammered down. They got the beat down coming.
They do not. They're gonna be fine.
All right. So Rodriguez is gonna scooch up the hill here. Trying to find a spot that I can actually get to the top of the hill. So she cannot, because she's armored, she cannot run. She cannot move over 6 inches unless she is, unless she rushes. So I could try to rush that group on the hill.
Yeah.
But is that a smart move or is that just being, I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like just shooting might be the better deal.
Yeah, just move up and
I'm going to
shoot.
just do my 6-inch move up the hill.
Yeah, I think that's probably the better.
I'm going to do my 6-inch move towards the uplink.
Because you don't want to be that far away from it again.
Yeah.
If you can help it.
Right. I'm going to do my 6-inch move up there. And then, do I blaze away at him? I think I do.
I
think I throw shots at him.
Might as well.
So she would normally have, she is pointing directly at them. At the end of my movement, I made sure that I was pointing directly at them. So she would, at this point, she'd normally get 4 die. We'll go through the math just so everybody understands. She'd normally roll 4 dice, but she's been in a fight, so she'd lose 1. She's in short range. Did I just make that up? She is not in short range.
But they are in front.
But they are directly in front, so that's the ray skimmer, the battle suit.
So she has 4.
The point in. So she has 4 die 10. Now, that gang has been in a fight, but they are... they ignore that. That's the type of gang that they are because they're armed, they're drilled, they're whatever, they're regulares. So they know how to kind of fire in teams. So they do not lose a dice for multiple fights. So they will have 3 dice coming back at her, and she will have 4 dice at them. Here's the shooting text. 4 die 10 coming at them, 2 5s and a 6. Here is their shooting back at her. 2 6s. Well. I don't know that. I'm willing to take the risk. How big of a risk I'm willing to take here?
I wouldn't take much of one. You already lost one person. I don't think you want to.
I can't block both of them anyway. The most I could block was 1.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I forgot it was 2 5s.
Yeah, the most I could block is 1, and I think I'll do that. I'll block 1. So 2. They're going to take 2 since they have with gangs. What that means is that they lose 2 models. So 2 model is removed from that gang. They're not in cover, otherwise they would get a cover save, and that means she takes a hit and will have to roll a 2 dice health. Oh,
gets to roll 2.
Gets to roll 2, and
she's fine.
She passes. So the armored ability for the battle suit keeps her in play.
Then we have 9.
Yeah, what's 9 gonna do? 9
Go
might.
stand in front of her or
Yeah,
behind
9
her?
might do the same thing and try and scrub those guys away.
Okay. That'd be a good idea.
Okay. 9's going to come up to the bottom of the hill here and fire at that gang. Now, remember that gang does not lose dice due to multiple fights. So they're going to continue to fire with, now they're down to 3 models, so they're going to get 2 dice. They ignore the multiple fights penalty. They're not in short range, so they'll have 2 dice to shoot back. Or they could try to dodge with 1 dice. Right. They will shoot back. They're going to go for shooting. And
so
9 normally rolls 4 die 8. That'll put her up to 5d8 because she is pointing directly at them. And here's the shooting. 5d8. So only 2 successes. Only 2 successes. And they get a...
Nothing.
They do get a nothing. So she'll go ahead and deliver those 2 successes through. Boop. Boop. And that means the remaining model is now removed from play as well. They are no longer combat effective, and the last model decides it would be better off to go check and see what's going on back somewhere else. And that ends the turn. Wow, what a blazing turn that was. Recovery checks. Recovery checks. Here we go. Let's see if our battle suit gets up.
Okay.
Battle suit does not. So battle suit is gone.
Warbot.
Bob.
Oh my god.
Gone.
What?
Why did you do that?
I didn't do.
You did that.
I did nothing.
Why did you throw dice everywhere?
Why did you?
Why would you do that?
Why did you shoot me?
Are you that angry? Are you that?
You're the one that lost your bot. Don't come crying to me. I feel like one.
That one's gone. Now we got Jimmy. Jimmy is also gone.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing? Oh my gosh. And the last one is back on his feet. Oscar.
Oh man.
Oscar's back. Then we have Coronel Halcone. Coronel Halcone also shakes it off and is okay.
All right. Pull the bullet.
Starting turn 3. We will start rolling for...
That's the beginning of next turn?
Yeah.
Gonga.
Okay. Starting turn 3, as we look at this position...
Well, there was a pistol in range.
Wow. The Regulares, the Federales over here have taken some significant damage. They lost 2 of their warbots and and 1 squad, but
lost a third of the bots. Lost a third. So.
Lost a bot as well. So this table's getting pretty clear. I was looking down. I was going, wow, where did all the miniatures go?
I know.
What do you think, babe? I kind of feel like I'm going to let the Federales go first again, because maybe Halcone goes straight for the major plot point.
I feel like, yeah, probably.
Because if she doesn't, if she doesn't, then that means Rodriguez
if you
will
are
go
truly
for it.
playing the big bots as yours, then yeah.
So I think we have to send Halcone after the major plot point. So that's what we'll do. So Halcone, boys and girls, if you haven't already, please take a moment right now and click that like button for us. If you're not a subscriber, you ought to be. Get subscribed to our little channel here. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you have that bell clicked so you get a notification when we upload a new video. If you'd like to do this on a Sunday, we do 1 solo game. We try to do 1 solo game each month. We don't have to do a solo game by any stretch of the imagination, but we like to do one once a month because we know that there are folks out there that play solo. Who else on here today with us? We got Bob on here. Ma.K Malaquin's on here. Cool game system handles such lopsided forces well. Thank you so much, Carl Floyd. Jim is on here. Rick is on here. Thank you guys so much for being on here with us.
Balder with the pistol solo.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for being on here with us today.
Roll the challenge below. 2 with finesse or cunning. You better hope you get it. You get a bonus when you go for a plot point.
2 with finesse or cunning. We look at old Colonel Halcone here. Coronel has 3 die 10 in cunning, so we're going to go for a cunning roll here.
All right.
Okay, easy peasy. So he's going to take that missing clue there and apply it to the character, and that means this character gets a +1 bonus when rolling for any plot point. That does not mean for the peril, but for the plot point. All right, and then we're going to go to the peril.
And it is 1 with might.
I don't want my batteries to run down.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
1 with might.
1 with might. He only has 3 die 10 in might. Has to get past. So this is him sinking into the uplink. It has protection barriers on there to prevent access to, you know, sensitive information. So he's going to have to negotiate through some of those barriers. So here is his attempt to break through the barrier. Easy peasy.
Woo,
He got
it.
the 1 success he needed. Was a little closer. Otherwise, it could try to scramble his brain nugget a little bit.
It is 1 with finesse, and you get the bonus.
No.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Yellow card. Draw a yellow card. Yeah.
1 with finesse or cunning.
Okay. So, gonna have to access the junction box here. Download the information. Pretty easy. He knows what he's doing here, or she knows what she's doing here.
No effect if they fail.
Yeah, no effect there. So, only we need 1 with finesse, but that is not the Coronel's sweet spot, but he does have the missing clue. So he got a little fragment of the password. It's going to help him get this downloaded. And easy peasy, she gets it downloaded, and the information is retrieved.
What's her?
After you roll for a challenge, the reward is going to be attached to... Is that attached until it's used? Attached till end of scenario. Okay, good. So after rolling for a challenge, can add a success. That is a 1-use reward, so we'll attach that onto the Coronel's character card there. And now has that. So the uplink is completed, and now the best the battle suits can do is try to put the Coronel down and make her drop the data link. All right. Let's see, where are we at now?
You still have your guys activate, and you have 2 more solo cards to do it with.
Boy.
So.
What do you say Chino takes a goes in? Yeah, Chino's gonna go in.
Okay. This character ignores all perils, including perilous areas and burst.
Okay.
Attach until the end of the turn.
What are we gonna do with Chino? Does Chino just go up and do a sacrifice play here?
Yeah, he just kicks it a little bit. Pew! And a little tink.
He's going to come out, make sure he's outside of its direct front.
But see, what it's going to do is it's going to hit the elbow and bag of bricks go down.
2 die 6, short range, an extra dice. So
Against
Chino's throwing 4 die 8, shooting back.
Okay.
4 die. This isn't attached until end of turn. Now that's interesting. I might end up using that. So I'm going to attach that to Chino. Well, he's about to get scrubbed, though. Oh, I think Chino's about to disappear. 3 die 6 coming at 9. Whoa! Chino is on fire!
4, 5, 6. I was just going for that.
Battle suit only gets 2
6.
successes.
Chino gonna block any, or?
I could block those and keep Chino alive. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to block the 6 and the 5 coming from the battle suit.
Still sending 1
Chino hides beneath a rock and says, ah, beep, 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 and still gets 1 through on the battle suit. 2 die 8 Has to pass one of these, and it is okay. All right.
But been in a fight.
It has been in a fight now. Now we're going to send our... I
Whatever
would
the
like
last.
to get in some cover.
You
but...
want the...
Warbot?
Yeah. Your war droid?
I want my Warbot to protect Colonel Halcone.
We'll get him up there. Is that...
What?
I just don't want to put him right directly in fire.
Well, they haven't moved yet, and the Warbot's not going to shoot. He's just going to move up there and...
Stand? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
present.
he gets a solo card. Too.
Oh.
Instead of drawing a solo card for the first 3 characters only, you must draw and play 1 solo card when each character activates.
So
for the
every
remainder
single
of the
character
turn.
is going to take a solo card. Every single character is going to get a solo card.
Okay.
But that's all that BattleBot is. That battle droid is going to do. He's just going to move up there and hold. He's kind of moving into a defensive. At this point, it really becomes a delaying action for the Federales because they have the information. They have the data link now. Now they all they have to do is make sure they don't lose it. So I'm not going to take a chance with my droid there and take a chance of getting hurt.
Because you don't have a whole lot of fodder left.
Okay.
Who's next?
I think Little Tom.
Okay, solo card.
Okay. Wait. Oh, you're right. Everybody gets one now.
Roll the challenge below. 2 with cunning or might.
Okay, I only have 2 dice 6 in both of those.
Okay.
Okay, 2 dice 6, and I need both of these to be a success. They are not. The character cannot move during this activation. Oh, Tommy. What are you doing? Why would you do that?
It's sandy out here.
12-inch range. Okay, here we go, boys and girls. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate Tom a little bit here. I don't think... It's pretty close, but I'm still outside of its front. But instead of opening fire at it, if I shot at it, then the battlesuit would get a chance to return fire. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to use my burst effect and put a burst on that bot. And although it doesn't have a great chance of hurting it, it could. It could. So I'm going to throw a burst down there on it instead. That means it's a random peril. So we're going to draw a card. It has to pass 1 with might. It only has 2 die 6 in might. So here is its roll. It needs to get 1 of these. It did, and it was not affected. Now, for Little Tom, if I chose to discard a card, I could draw another peril for that guy. And remember, in solo, because you don't have a hand of cards to discard, you have to use one of your attached cards. It doesn't matter if it's a good card or a bad card. So I think that all clear was already gone. That was, or was that this turn for Chino?
No, that was this turn for Chino.
That was this turn?
Because you said you were going to use it.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to burn this. See, this card said attach until end of turn. So that's why it's on there like that, because you can use this as a discard card. So for my heavy burst, for Little Tom, I'm going to throw another burst on that guy.
2 with finesse or cunning.
Now it's a little bit better chance. Now it's 2 with finesse or cunning. It only has 2 dice in both of those. Could try to dodge it, though. So we're going to go with, we're going to activate defensive systems here. And we're going to try to dodge that. And got the 2 successes we needed and avoids taking that damage. Okay. So that was done. That was resolved. Storm is still in play.
You still have your squad.
I still have my squad.
And they get a solo. You ready for it?
You're right, they get a solo. Everybody
Fork of Fate. All other solo cards, effects currently in play are immediately canceled, discarded. This includes attached. So I think you...
Yeah, I lose all of my attached cards.
Good thing you used that one. I mean, it didn't, like...
Didn't change anything, but I still burned it off of there.
You at least didn't lose it.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that include the storm?
Yeah, the storm is now gonna, because it's in effect.
Okay.
It's yeah. So
Okay.
that'll go away as well.
Well, that's actually kind of nice
Uh,
because then they don't get solo cards. I mean,
so that was it, right?
they didn't do anything yet. Your squad.
I'm saying this side.
Yes.
The federales are done. That was all of their characters.
When your squad didn't go.
They didn't finish their activation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they activated, but that
They
was
just
the
got
card.
their solo card. That was it.
Okay. So they're gonna go ahead and. I could try and pick that up, but I'm not going to. I need to try and cause some damage.
Yeah, I had to
So
keep
the
them.
burst happened.
That does not count as a fight, correct?
It does not.
So he's only been in one.
He has only
Chino.
been in one fight.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep her.
That's really done. I mean, you could kind of see that both ways. You could easily have counted bursts as being in a fight. And one of the big reasons why a burst doesn't count as being in a fight is more so for game balance. And I hate to use that, once in a while, but because we played the game lots and lots, 3 years before we even released it, we did a lot of play testing to make sure that, it gets kind of abusive if you let people have bursts and it counts as being in a fight and it counts as a multiple fights penalty. And the reason is because it's a safe attack, right? Most of the time, the enemy is going to be able to shoot back at you and stuff like that. But when they just throw a burst at you, you kind of just have to be defensive in that position. And that's why it's treated a little bit different. So the gang moves up and is going to throw some shoots in at my battle suit.
Okay.
And we're going to call it short range. So they'll have 4 die 6 coming at the battle suit. Battle suit could shoot back with 4 die 8. And here is the shooting. We do want to shoot back here. We want to cause some damage.
Mm-hmm.
A6. Boy, the Federales really feel like they haven't been getting great.
They felt a little stormtroopery in my opinion.
Double 5s. Now, what do you do there for the Federales? So
Take them all?
if I block, see, the thing is about gangs is if I let both of those hits get through, I lose 2 models. And that lowers their combat effectiveness.
True, but they don't got to play.
They
so
don't
you still
gotta
have
play.
somebody to kind of.
Or do I block that so that I only lose 1 model? I think that's what I have
Probably,
to do.
because he's probably going to pass a 1.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and block one of those 5s. I'll take 1 hit for, and then I'll lose 1 model out of that gang. So they are still effective. They're still in the fight, but they're down a little bit. All right. So is that all of the Federales?
I think so.
Okay.
So
now the 2 bots. Now the
Okay.
battle suits. 9. What is 9 gonna do? Feel like 9's gonna try and clear that bot out of the way.
I think so.
Okay. So 9 is going to.
Slowly I turn, bit by bit.
Do I rush it? I feel like I'm gonna rush it. I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. I feel like I'm gonna rush that battle bot with the suit.
Okay. What are we throwing on?
It's gonna have to brawl. It was too close to be able to shoot, so it has 2 die 6 in brawl, and it didn't shoot this turn either. So it has 2 die 6 in brawl. What's the face? What are you thinking about?
What is the egghead throwing?
The egghead has 3 die 8 in brawl.
Did that include with the fight? Because the Chino.
It was in 2 fights, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. That's a terrible idea, isn't it? We don't want to do that. That's gonna cost us too many dice. We'd be down to rolling 1 die 8. We've been in 2 fights. I'd lose.
Can he shoot?
Oh yeah, of course you could shoot.
Well, if you turn and do it full on, then that would mitigate at least one of the.
He's gonna go ahead and rumble up the hill and just be like an inch away from the battle bot, something like that.
All right.
From there, he would start with 4 die 8. He'd get a dice because of the short range, but he's going to lose 2 of those for the multiple fights, so it puts him down to 3 die 8.
But he's directly in front. Does that add 1, or did we already take that?
Did I include that or not? No, I don't think I did. Okay, so that puts it back up to 4.
Okay.
So he's right back. He has a +2
Yes.
bonus and a -2
Yeah.
penalty, so he's right back to normal, 4 die
Yeah.
8. And my little Botsy will now get to shoot back with 3 die 6. 4 die 6 for the short range. Okay, here we
4
go.
die 8 versus 4 die 6.
4 die 8.
6, 4, and a 7.
6, 4, 7. 4 die 6. 4
2 5s, 4
successes.
4s.
I think we just have to say take them all here because
Yeah.
we're in a desperation move here. We have to clear this guy away so that we could get to Kurana Halcone.
So Egghead gets to roll 5, needs 4. Baby Bot needs 3.
Took 3 hits?
Took 3 hits.
Oh. And he passes
Holy
it.
cow!
Warbot stands his ground and does not go down. Uh-oh.
You need 4.
Got
him.
Okay. And the battle suit does not go down. 9 holds his ground as well.
All right, you got Rodriguez.
Now, all we have left is Rodriguez,
who I don't think has been in a fight.
who has not been in a fight.
Just going
If
straight.
I was going to rush somebody, I would still have to rush that battle suit because it's closest.
But you could scooch over and shoot.
I could scooch over and shoot.
Let's scooch over and shoot.
I guess that's what we're going to do. We have to try and cause some damage
Plus,
here.
if you get it right, then you can get the directly in front too.
So he's going to shift. Rodriguez is going to shift around to over here. A little 6-inch move. Come around over here, and
Shoot boldly with a pistol.
shoot her.
What's Rodriguez shooting with?
Rodriguez normally rolls 4 die 8. That's going to take it up to 6 die 8 after everything is said and done.
Okay.
6 die 8, and Colonel Halcone could shoot back with 4 die 10 or dodge. And gosh, I feel like I need to dodge here. And the reason is really because I'm trying to mitigate damage. Like, if I can play out these next 3 turns and keep Halcone alive, that's really what I want to do so that Halcone doesn't lose the data link. So I just have to keep her alive, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try dodging with her with 3 die 10. So here is the attack. 6 die 10. That's a lot of d10s coming at her.
A 10, a 7, 2
Ooh.
8s, and a 4.
It's 5 successes.
Pretty good shooting, Tex.
5 successes. Holy cow. Gonna
2?
stop 2 of... gonna stop 2. The 10 can stop the 10. The 5 can stop the 4. So she takes 3. She'll have to take a 3 dice health check. And she is injured.
Oh,
Not the
close.
first time. So that ends the turn, and we're going to go straight to recovery check. Let's see if she could shake off that injury. She indeed does.
Oh, we roll for Great Gonga.
Okay. Great Gonga shows up on a 4 or better. 4 is Gonga.
You get to place it, don't you?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly the placement rules. Will maybe be a little bit more random this time. Let's see. It's placed 12 inches away from the major plot point.
But you can pick which direction.
Yeah.
So maybe over here? I mean, you're allowed to
Yeah.
place it, so
Yeah.
you might as well place it.
Well, placing it from the standpoint of the baddies or the federales. What?
I wanted to see somebody get it.
Well, that's still putting it close to the leader over here.
Okay. As you wish.
So Great Gonga is now in play. It is 12 inches away from the plot point. So it comes off through these rocks over here. And Great Gonga, my friends, is in play. Now it is a non-player character, so it will always activate last in the turn.
Yep.
Oh, Gonga. Great Gonga is in play. And we are using the Great Gonga. We still have a few of these left. If you place an order, we're trying to drop these in packages when we ship them off from Pulp Alley. So that'll be the rules. It is, of course, double-sided because this is an epic level character.
And we have horror.
It is horrific. So I think at this moment, there would be 2 characters that would be within 12-inch range, and that'll be the leader, basically the 2 leaders.
Rodriguez and Baldy with a pistol.
Yeah. All right. So I think we have to, from the standpoint of your own worst enemy, you almost have to let the federales go first,
yep.
right?
Mm-hmm. That way she can, because they're not engaged.
So she wants to get away. She wants to get away.
Yep.
She wants to find someplace far away. Eliminate the chance of being rushed. So she's just going to take Coronel Halcone.
Gets a solo.
Gets a solo card. Let's see it.
Held in place. His character cannot move.
Oh my
Attached
God.
until the end. I didn't even stack that.
Wow. Held in place.
That is.
Wow. Now, that kind of represents, if we were playing with player characters, that would almost represent like a trip up or something like that. It's even more brutal, but man, that's cannot move at all. Attach until end of turn. Remember those words. Attach until end of turn. Okay.
Man.
Now what does she do?
You gonna try to shoot?
I don't think so. I don't think shooting is. Throw some dice at that battle suit behind her. Give me a 4. Throw some dice at that battle suit. She would have, like, that thing is pointing right at her.
I know.
She can't move. She's stuck. She forgot to disconnect her uplink cable. Right at the last moment, she's still downloading the information. Oh gosh.
Man, oh man.
I think she does. I think she shoots.
I think you have to.
So she would normally have 3 die 10. She'll get a +1. That'll put her up to 4 die 10. Good God.
And it's gonna be 6.
That's gonna be 6 die.
I need one of those whites.
6 die 8 coming back at her. Oh my God.
6 die 10.
6 die 10. Yeah. 6 die 10 coming back the other way. That sounds really bad. That does not sound like a smart move. Screw that. She's not shooting. No. She does not want. No, it's just the worst case scenario is that she gets hurt there. We can't give.
So she's gonna try to blend in. That's her. Yeah. That's her move.
That's her move. She's trying to look very,
she probably
very
shouldn't
small.
have oiled the top of her head.
I know.
This morning.
I know. Shouldn't have greased the top of her head.
I like a shiny head.
So next, I guess it's gonna be Warbot. We'll
Solo.
activate Warbot.
Watch your back. This peril. 1 with might or finesse.
Okay. Has 1 dice in both of those.
Do you want to dodge it or?
Has 2 dice in dodge. Okay, I'll try to dodge it. That'll end my activation. I did dodge it successfully, and that will end the Warbot's activation right there, and it will not be able to do anything else. But it was in a fairly decent blocking
Yeah.
position
Yeah.
anyway, so I wasn't too worried about it. I think Chino needs to go.
Okay,
We
Chino
need to
gets
go
a
with
solo.
Chino.
The last one. On guard. Roll 2 successes with might, finesse, or cunning.
Okay, and the on guard asks you to roll for the challenge below. Cannot pass it, so we'll just go straight to the failure portion. Cannot move during this activation, so Chino is on guard. And he's just going to stay right where he is. It says, I'll cover here. You go on ahead. Okay. But he could still shoot.
Yeah.
And he will, because that's the Chino way.
Yeah,
Chino
that's
will
Chino
fire
way.
at the battle suit. He's got 3 dice 6 coming from behind, if you know what I mean, and that means the battle suit will only be able to shoot back with 5d8. Oh, poor Chino. Chino knows what he's doing.
Chino's got it.
Double
2 fours.
4s. That's getting through. That is getting through. Yep, it is getting through because he couldn't block even if he wanted to. Chino takes 3 hits. Battlebot takes 2 hits. We'll roll a 3rd dice for its armor. Chino gone.
Oh.
Chino is level 1, so he is simply removed from play when he fails a health check. But let's see if he can cause some damage on the way out. Battlesuit gets to roll 2 dice, or takes 2 hits.
3 dice needs to pass 2.
And passed with the 2 it needed. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did a lot of playtesting on the Pulp Alley game before we released it. So we did a lot of playtesting on these kind of lopsided leagues, and it's really fun to do these kind of games sometimes where you have a lot of models on one side and a few on the other side. It makes for an interesting game, and it's still very very balanced.
Yeah.
Who do I have left, baby?
Little Tom and the squad.
Little Tom and the squad.
That's
I'm going to see how the squad does.
What are they going to do?
Well, they're going to move up
and
shoot from the caboose. Want to keep a little bit of range. Boy, I sure would like to get into cover, though. Okay. Well, when you don't have cover, you don't have cover. So they're going to move up and fire at the battle suit. They'll get 3 dice 6, 2 dice normal based on the number of models, plus 1 for the short range. Battle suits down to rolling 3 die 8, normally 4, plus 1, minus 1, so still staying at 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Staying at 4.
Oh, that's right, because close.
Minus 1 for the short, so 4. Oh, well, okay. Here comes the shooting. A6. Here comes the battle suit. Ooh. Okay, so we'll just say take them all in that situation. There's absolutely no reason to mitigate, because even if I knocked out one of those, it would still be the end of the gang. Yep. So we might as well take a chance and see if we can get at least some damage through. So give 1, and the gang is completely scrubbed. They are removed from play.
All right. Battlebot rolls.
Battlebot rolls.
Needs 1.
I need 1 of these to be a success.
Got him.
Easy peasy. Yikes. Little Tom. Whew, boy. I think Little Tom's going to come up and throw some damage at his caboose as well.
Okay. Do you think the bot's going to shoot back with 3 die 8?
I think he probably is.
Okay.
I'll either...
What's Little Tom doing?
Little Tom's going to go with shooting. He'll have 5d8 coming at the bot.
5d8?
5d8, lady.
What's Little Tom been doing hanging back there this whole game?
He's been shooting, lady. Here's Little Tom shooting. 6 and a 4. Here's the shooting coming back. Okay, both will take 2. Little Tom will have to roll a 2 dice health check. Little Tom takes an injury. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop.
Does bot get to roll 3?
Boop, boop, boop. Yep, needs to pass 2. Did not.
Cover.
Could re-roll 1 of those. You're exactly right. Re-roll because I'm mounted. Remember, if this is a 1, it is not. It is a success, and he stays uninjured.
All right, it's the bots. Rodriguez needs to move.
Rodriguez and 9, huh?
Yeah, because you don't want to be when that guy comes.
Do not want to be the closest.
Baldy right now is the closest.
We should have rolled a horror check for Baldy, but we won't forget for Rodriguez. Rodriguez will have to roll a horror check. Passes easily. She's seen worse.
Just gonna come around and shoot?
Yeah. Can't stand in front of that thing. Have to get away from it now at this point. So she's going to move back to the other side now.
Okay.
I don't think we need that out here anymore.
I don't think so. Because it wasn't attached, but...
Attach until end of turn.
But you've used everybody, so I don't know that.
That does count as far as dodging moves as well.
Okay,
so even if...
So she can dodge it, but she can't move away.
That thing is going to be within 12 inches. It's because it was placed 12 inches away, so it's going to rush her.
Yeah.
And she's going to have to fight it. Oh, my gosh. So...
You going to shoot her in the back?
Yeah, definitely. So Rodriguez shimmies a little bit and opens up fire from this side now. She has...
Not been in any fights.
6 die 10.
Woo!
And Halcone is dodging with 3. I gotta try and keep her undamaged.
Okay.
All right, so
I guess Rodriguez.
10 from Rodriguez.
6
Battlesuit opens up.
Woo!
4
2 sevens.
successes.
Ooh, baby. 10, 2 sevens, and a 6.
Yep. Now it's the dodge.
You got it.
Trying to avoid it. Dodged 1.
Ooh.
Takes 4. Has to roll a 4 dice health check.
Wait, you dodged 1, so wouldn't it only be 3?
Okay. Dodge 1, take 3. Failed, and she is injured.
She can't use that as cover?
Yes, we will say that's cover.
Okay.
Yep. She's taken cover by the uplink, fails anyway.
Got a boo-boo.
And that means Gonga comes at her with an injured state. Oh my god.
You still have 9.
What is 9 going to do?
I don't know if you can move to shoot her again to try and...
I think we have to, huh?
I mean, that's what I would think.
Trying to find a spot that I could get to without making the other model closer.
I know.
I don't think I can get there.
Okay.
I can't move directly through that enemy. I have to try and go around him. I don't want to be on that side of her. I want to be over here, but any place on this side, the warbot will still be closer.
Yeah, you'd have to get on the other side of the road.
But that's what I'm going to do anyway.
Okay.
So, I'm going to shimmy over to this side.
Take out the...
And shoot at the little warbot.
Now...
How many fights have I been in? 2? Or just 1?
Well, you were in a fight with that guy.
Did I take out the gang this turn? That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.
And Chino.
Oh, really? Chino too? So 3?
9's been in like 3, maybe 4 fights. Because little Tom too. I don't think that guy has any.
Yeah, I don't think he has any offensive left. Okay.
Maybe he stands there?
Yeah, she'll move back. Take up a position for next turn.
Okay.
And then it is great Gonga. Let me hear some cheers out there, boys and girls. Great Gonga was placed 12 inches away from the plot point, and now it is coming.
Ugh, those little legs freak me out. It just feels her face.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Here comes the Gonga. Gonga coming. All right, so Gonga is only rolling 6 die 12.
Nice.
What only has 6 die 12.
3 die 10? No.
Well, she's injured now, so it's 3 die 8.
Oh my god.
It's 3 die 8.
That's a little rough.
Oh, and she has to take a horror check when Gonga rushes her. She'll be rolling D8s now. Remember, it's based off of your current health. So... she fails that as well. This could be good. This could be good for her.
She can move.
Frozen.
May discard one fortune card immediately after this horror card takes effect, and each time you activate this character. If you do not discard, then your activation ends immediately. That is extra tough on a solo.
Oh my god. She has no attached cards. She's got no attached cards. She is frozen, boys and girls. Colonel Halcone is frozen.
To be fair, I probably would be too.
Yeah, Colonel Halcone is frozen in place. I think I'm going to leave that card sitting out there to make sure we don't forget that. Oh my gosh.
A held in place and a frozen. Oh my gosh,
that is not where you want to be. What did you say, baby?
A held in place
and a frozen?
Then a frozen?
Wow. Yeah, she's not moving. Okay.
So 3 die 8.
Wow.
Versus your 6 die 12.
She may not survive this round. Let's see what all.
Does Gonga go back to back?
I don't know. Are you asking about Savage?
Uh-huh.
Speedy. Oh, could have rushed up to 16 inches anyway. Indomitable. Crush. Oh my gosh. Muscles of Steel. Moxie. There it is. Savage. Once per turn, after resolving a brawl, you can go again. Big, fierce, inhuman. Animal. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this could be the end of Colonel Halcone right here. This could be the end of Colonel Halcone. So 6 die 12 coming at the Colonel. Wow, frozen and held in place. Could not have shown up at a worse time for her. Great Gonga gets 5 successes. She is dodging. She will not be able to move away. Even if she avoided taking any hits, she would not be able to move away because of the held in place. Yep. So she cannot move for the entire turn. So she dodges 1. So you can get that 4 out of there. So she takes
4.
She takes 4. And she's down to D8s.
Yep.
So she will now roll a 4 die 8 health check. Oh, Colonel Halcone. Coronel. And she is injured again. And
another fight?
And Great Gonga says, let's go again.
You taste delicious.
That
coconut oil that you put on your head is lovely.
That is lovely.
It tastes wonderful.
That is tasty. Great Gonga has Moxie. He will not lose any dice for fighting again. So the multiple fights penalty would apply for the next fight. But he will have 6 die 12 coming at her again. She will be trying to dodge now
3 die 6?
With 3 die 6. Great Gonga. Okay. It's only 4 hits.
Only 4.
She could dodge a couple of those.
2 6s. She can dodge the 6s.
She can dodge those 6s. So
most of them. Got it.
Here's her dodge.
Nailed it. Oh.
Didn't dodge any. She takes 4 hits. Colonel Halcone. Great Gonga Crush. The number of hits is increased by 1 when Great Gonga scores 1 or more hits. So she doesn't just get hit 4 times, she gets hit 5 times.
5 times.
So a 5 dice health check, because, 4 wasn't enough. So a 5 dice health check. Oh my God, boys and girls, do you see this?
See that bald? Just slip right through.
Slip that slippery bald head. I think it got a taste of her bald head. It was like, oh.
I'm allergic to coconut oil.
I think that. Oh, it's not the flavor. It's the texture.
Is this organic? I don't think this is organic.
So an amazing 5 dice health check passed.
Atta girl.
And
Too bad she can't move.
Stays in play.
But.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the end of the turn.
End of turn, and now it's recovery checks.
So she gets 1, and little Tom gets 1.
I pulled a bullet. We still have 2 turns. So, she's gonna do a couple rolls.
Oh, for her frozen too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll for the frozen first.
Okay.
We're gonna try and get rid of that frozen. If you have multiple effects, you still get 1 roll, and then you can choose which one is removed.
No.
She stays frozen.
That's bad.
Wow, that is bad.
I mean, they're already engaged.
Yeah, that is bad.
But
yeah.
Does that mean that she
Now
couldn't
it's-
dodge away either? The frozen?
No, I think she could
can?
still.
Okay.
All it does is it ends her activation. So when she activates, if she does not discard, it ends her activation, which also means that it can't fight her on her own activation. Remember,
yeah.
if something ends your
That's right,
activation,
that's right.
that means it ends.
Recoveries. Little Tom and Colonel. Red dice, white dice?
What are you doing?
Little Tom and Colonel.
Okay, you want to do red dice?
I have
white
a
dice?
red dice and a white dice.
Okay.
Which one?
I don't care. You call it.
I'm the one rolling. You have to roll. Pick it.
Oh, I'll pick the red dice is for Colonel Halcone.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.
And they're both a failure. They both remain injured. Wow. Wow, they both remain injured.
I think we are impeccable at our invitations.
I was spot on. That was spot on.
It's high end.
I already pulled a bullet. We have 2 turns to go.
Who are you going to activate first, you think? Us or them?
I don't see an advantage to letting... Oh, my gosh. This... If I was playing this scenario as a player, I would want to activate my battle suits first because I would want to fire into that combat. Maybe. Or maybe I'd want to make them go first.
I would probably make them go first.
So that she goes down.
And then I have a chance to maybe pick it up when it drops.
I won't have a chance because it'll be right there in contact with...
Oh, that's true. It's not going to want... It's not going to get...
Yeah, it doesn't move away.
This is going to be right there.
It's going to go down right there, which... Okay. We'll play it that way. We'll have the Federales go first.
Okay,
again.
who are you going to have? Little Tom or...
Wow.
They all 3 are going to get a solo card.
Little Tom. Little Tom will activate.
Solo is. Watch your step. Encounters a peril. 1 with cunning or might.
Only got 2 dice 6 in those. 3 dice 6 in might. Okay.
Too bad it's not
Cunning
an
or might.
attach.
I know, and that's what it needed. We needed that. I need to get an attach card before I get to Colonel Halcone. I got the 1 success I needed, so it was not damaged, and now it can activate. I think it's gonna shimmy. Little Tom's gonna shimmy down this way, and he's gonna put a burst out. I don't have high hopes for it.
Right on the boys?
Yep, I'm going to put burst right here on both of them so that they're both going to take a burst. Draw me a 3, babe.
1 with might.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't an attach either, so, you know. Oh,
What?
Too bad, though.
Did we draw a solo card? He was the first one I activated, yeah.
Yeah, he got the peril.
Okay, so
One with might.
1 with might and battle suit, 3 die 8. This is for the leader, Rodriguez. I need 1. Failed it. Takes a hit. 2
Roll
dice.
2, yeah. Need 1.
Need 1. Got it. Okay, so the burst did not affect
and then
her.
9.
And then 9 also has to roll for it. Gets 2 dice 6. Yep.
Only needs 1.
Only needs 1.
Did
Failed
not get
that
it.
as well, so she takes the hit. Needs health
1.
check. And failed! Look at... No. No.
Not for burst?
No.
Okay. Got an injury.
Wow, look at that, boys and girls. Little Tom.
And on a 1.
Yeah.
Sometimes the burst work out.
Yep. So I guess Warbot next, because I gotta get a discard.
None. Move. Oh.
I gotta get an attach. That's what I meant.
And no attach.
Move along. Move along is the nothing happens card. That's the absolutely nothing happens. So, and it's not an attach. So that means when she activates, it could still be an attach card.
Yes.
Warbot. What the heck is Warbot gonna do?
Shoot at the injured.
Shimmy 6.
Shoot.
Spinner. Oh, should have been rolling horror checks.
Oh,
I'm gonna put it back. Do the horror check. D6. Failed. Green card. Lapse of reason. Discard if it wants to perform an action. Okay.
Should you have done Little Tom too?
I should have, but I'm not going back.
Oh yeah, I got hurt off that.
Oh well. Warbot comes around and is going to shoot. It'll have 4 die 6 shooting. I think the battle suit. I think 9 better try to dodge here. Only has 3 die 6 in dodge, or
He hasn't been in a fight.
has not been in a fight.
They're in
So
close
it
range.
have 4 die 6 to shoot. It's really taking a chance though.
It is.
It's desperate moves though. I got to try and do something here. So 4 die 6 coming at it. It's gonna shoot. He's shooting back. 9 is shooting. 2 5s and a 6. Not what I wanted to see there. Just counting on another one of those 1 hits. Woo! There we go. 1 hit. So Warbot takes 1. Has to roll a 1 dice health check. Passes it. Battlesuit takes 3. We'll roll 4. Have to pass 3. Passes it.
Excellent.
All right. Now Colonel Halcone has to activate.
All right. Her solo
Draw
is.
the solo.
Another move.
Another move along. Okay. All right. Move along. So that means the solo card has no effect. Colonel Halcone will also have to roll a horror check. This could be good for her, right? If she gets a runaway or something. She passes it. She's not scared. I ain't scared of you. But
she's frozen.
She cannot discard any cards. She does not have a...
Too bad you can't discard a horror.
Yeah. So she is frozen there. Yeah, you could just discard the frozen.
I
know. So
perfect.
that ends her activation. And I definitely want to point out the idea there that because it ends her activation, it stops the fight from occurring. You do not proceed on into the the action phase there, because the sequence of events there says that her activation has ended, so it does not proceed to the close combat.
This one's tough because you don't want to necessarily shoot her, because if you shoot her and you take her down, then he's going to come at you.
I think we have to shoot her and take her down. I don't think there's another option.
I know, but then you're going to get a bug on you.
But that's better. That's actually a good thing, because we want the bug to move.
You do, but...
I do want the bug to move. So I'm going to activate Battlesuit 1. I'm going to activate 9, and she'll have to make a horror check.
Okay.
She passes. I'm going to move 6 inches in a counterclockwise direction. I'm going to get up here, and then I'm going to shoot into this brawl. Remember that you can shoot into a brawl if none of the combatants are friendly characters, and neither of these combatants are friendly. So you are allowed to shoot into the fight.
Been in 2 fights.
9 has been in 2 fights, so would normally be up to 6 die. What?
Just 1. Little Tom did a burst.
Little Tom did a burst, so she'll have 5d6.
Yep.
We'll go through the math real quick. Let's see. So she normally starts out with 4 die 8. She's down to 4 die 6 because of the injury.
Mm-hmm.
Her damage control systems are working to repair that, but right now it's affecting her targeting systems. Then she's been in 1 fight, so she's going to lose one of those, but she has her short range bonus and her pointing at you target bonus, so she has 5d6. And it is an unopposed attack.
Yep.
So any successes that she rolls will be hits.
1.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so she got 1. And then that hit, regardless of how many hits I rolled, they would all be randomized to see who in that fight
So 1, 2,
takes
3,
them.
Colonel.
So you could potentially hit the same person multiple times. It's
Yep.
not evenly divided or anything like that. You just randomly roll to see where all those hits landed. So 1, 2, 3. It's the Coronel. It is the bug, and the bug will take a hit, and it will ignore it because it is monstrous. Before rolls a health check, all hits are reduced by 1. So you have to hit it with more than 1 hit. Otherwise, it just ignores you. Wow.
That's like vehicle trucks, right? Don't they automatically?
Based on their size,
Yeah.
So now Rodriguez. What the heck is Rodriguez going to do? I got to throw some dice in there. I have
What
to
if
decide.
you scooch just enough so that way you're not the closest that one is?
Yeah.
Shoot her.
Yeah.
He'll go for that, leaves the plot point open.
Right. So I'm going to back up so that I have a little bit of range here. So that gives me, still gives me a 6-inch short range to this fight.
6 die 10?
Yeah. 6 die 10 is what I'm throwing into the brawl.
You got 2 reds for
I
me?
just got 6
Okay.
sixes here. 6 die 10 is what I'm throwing into that brawl.
Oh, yeah, it's a brawl.
So it is unopposed. So I get rid of the misses. So that's not a success. That means 5 successes have to be distributed within that fight. So this is a good example of that. So we're going to say 1 through 5 is Colonel Halcone. 6 through 10 is Gonga. 1 through 5, so only one of them hits Colonel Halcone. Two. 2 of them hit Colonel Halcone, and the other 3 hit Great Gonga. So we'll roll for Colonel Halcone first. Colonel Halcone is down to D6s. And she passes, stays up. And
bug
then
takes 3.
The bug takes 3. It ignores one of those, so it has to roll a 2 dice health check on D12s. Double check and make sure if I don't think it has armored or anything else like that.
I think so. That feels a little
Crush,
excessive.
muscles of steel, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So 2 die 12 health checks. And it is not injured. Okay. That ends the round for all of the player characters.
Gonga.
Now the Gonga attacks. Colonel Halcone is still standing there. So what we're going to do here.
Is she dodging?
Yeah. Yeah, she's going to try to dodge. So she'll have 3 die 6. And Great Gonga will have 6 die 12.
Okay.
Urgh.
Going great.
She could brawl with 2 die 6.
She doesn't have to roll another horror check, right?
No. Okay, 6 die 12 coming at Colonel Halcone. This time,
6 successes.
6 successes.
She could dodge 3 of them, though.
All right. So you can dodge 3 of them.
Yep.
Colonel Halcone's a tough hombre. Here is her dodge. She'll dodge 1, 2, and have to roll a 4 dice health check. She can do that again.
Yeah.
She can do that again.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Nope. And she is down, and that means the plot point is dropped.
Woo!
Oh, we should have rolled it. We should have added an extra hit to that, but she failed.
She already
anyway.
failed, yeah. I know, that was the first time, like, well, she failed it, so it's okay.
Okay, and the plot point is dropped exactly where she was standing.
I feel like that ends the game.
No. No, it doesn't. Oh, you're right.
Because they're not in contact, so the Gonga's not going to move over to the next guy, right?
Yeah, because it won't move. He won't be able to move before we do. Yeah. So as long as Gonga is in contact with the plot point,
this would be a great time for a stumble.
yeah, a stumble or something like that. We'll do a recovery check. So really, even if she recovers or doesn't recover, it's almost irrelevant. Halcone is gone. But that plot point is just lying there with the Great Gonga digesting Halcone. And the thing is that remember that Great Gonga is in contact with the plot point. You cannot move within an inch of an enemy without engaging them. So I cannot just come up to the backside of this plot point because it's less than an inch. It's only 20 millimeters. There's no such thing as coming up to this side of it and staying out of contact, because if I came up to this side, I would be within an inch, which means I have to rush it. So that's why I cannot move up there and attempt that plot point while Gonga is in contact with it. There's not a rule that specifically says you cannot attempt a plot point while an enemy is in contact with it. The reason why that was never written that way is because if for some reason you decide to do a larger plot point, if you want to do a plot point that's 3 inches for a scenario, or however big you want to do it, and say that that whole area is a plot point, then yeah, you could move up to one side of it and try to get the plot point. If you choose to do it that way. So that was always left as an opening for doing larger plot points. If you wanted to do that. But normally they're supposed to be 20 millimeters or 3/4 of an inch, somewhere in there. That's going to end it, because I wouldn't. Now, the thing that I would try to do if we were actually, playing a game, is I might send these guys off. Oh, I do have one more recovery check. This one. He stays injured.
9.
They'd 9. 9 would remain injured.
Oh, little Tom too.
Oh, little Tom. Little Tom also remains injured. I would maybe try and go get some of the plot points, like over here. Rodriguez is within range of a plot point. Give me 4, baby. Is in range of a plot point. Maybe 9 could try to get over here and pick up a plot point.
Yep.
More likely that 9 would try to find some place to hide, because Gonga right now would probably turn and move towards it. The problem is the NPCs always go last in the turn.
Yep.
That's the power of forcing an enemy to go first, because if I could force Gonga to go first, then Gonga would move off of that plot point and would move over here, and then I could move up and get that plot point. But NPCs always go last, and that is by design. A lot of people think that's a disadvantage, and it really isn't, because it will frequently jump up and bite you in the butt. And
that's the thing about NPCs, is that you know what they're going to do, so you have to outplay them in that way and not against it. You gotta.
That was fun. That was a big swirling brawl. The solo cards kept you on your toes and made you kind of rethink
Baldy
some of your moves.
She took some beatings at the end with those solo cards.
Yeah. What I really wanted to happen there at the end of turn 5 is I wanted to try and put Halcone down during turn 5. Yeah. Then Great Gonga would move off on its turn. It would have moved to engage when it activated, and that would have left, hopefully, it open.
For turn 6. But
either Halcone would have recovered and got back up and tried to pick up the plot point again. You just don't know how that's going to play out. But that was fun. As it goes, in some ways you could almost call this a tie. We don't know if Rodriguez would be able to get over there and get a plot point or not. But at this point, there were no victory points on either side. This is almost a victory for Gonga. Because the Great Gonga says no, just destroys. That's a cool Studio Ghibli model, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind or something like that. I don't remember exactly the title. Forgive me. It's been a few years. So really cool. And Jerry put the lights in it for me. So it has 2 different colors. It has it has red lights
when he's mad.
When it's mad, and then you can switch it
I think it's Princess Mononoke, isn't it?
There's something probably similar to this in Princess Mononoke, but this is specifically from Nausicaa.
Oh, that's
Valley
right. That's right. I remember it
now. And then it has the blue lights.
When it's happy.
And then you can actually turn both of them on and get kind of a purple light going too.
I'm mad, but I'm not super mad. But I'm very close.
So that's really cool. I painted it up. Jerry put it together for me and then put the lights in it. So really cool.
Good old Jerry.
This little
Everybody needs a Jerry.
yeah, it's a Jerry build. This little Tachikome came out of a model kit as well. Really nice little kit. Have a lot of fun playing with this little guy. I like working him into games. I really hoped I could have thrown a Star Wars game together, but this is as close as I got. I was trying to think of what Star Wars
I don't
stuff
know if you
had.
know, but Star Wars is actually a very large place. And
yeah.
just
this could have
because
easily
they
been
didn't appear in one movie
right,
doesn't
right.
mean they
These
all
could have
have
all
to
been,
die
yeah,
in the
right,
next one.
right. Yeah, this could have easily have been a Star Wars scenario, huh?
Easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
You just don't have any recognizable canon out there.
Just because you die doesn't mean you have to die for the next one.
Yeah. Very cool. If you'd like to do this on a Sunday, we sign up about 2 months in advance. Get signed up to play with us. Send us a message via, I see a Warren, I see a Bob, I see a Newt Pond Skipper, I see a Sean Hudson.
I see a Phil down in Florida.
Yep, Phil in Florida. Very cool, very cool. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, y'all. Be sure you hit that like button for us if you're not a subscriber. You ought to be. Get subscribed to our little channel. Hit that bell if you're a subscriber so you can get a notification. Get signed up to play with us. Bessie, play us out of here. Do 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 do. Bessie. Doodle do 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 do. Dave. Ghost in the Shell. The Bitty Bot. Yeah. The Tachikoma is from Ghost in the Shell. Yeah.